welcome back to my channel, Miss Brooklyn's Journey. And for those of you that are new on the account of this video, if you like the content that you see, please do consider subscribing and turning on your post notification and joining the Bestie Night family, because we get it popping over here. My channel primarily focuses on my fight with obesity, my weight loss journey, and my overall growth in becoming a woman, becoming the boss bitch that I know that I am, honey. I gotta reflect her because she's on the inside. I gotta bring her out. I gotta manifest her. I gotta walk into her, honey, because she's here. Oh, she's here, baby. I am her. She is me. And yeah, we just becoming that boss bitch that we know that we are, honey. To all of my returning bestie nights, hey babies, I see you guys. I love you guys. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me here on my channel for another video. It's fall, y'all. It's fall. You know what that means? Comfort season is here. Lazy season is here. It's the season where melatonin is in the sunset. Like, I don't know about you guys, but when the time changes, don't you feel like they put a little melatonin in it? You know, this season comes with melatonin. We're sleepy, we're lethargic, we have less energy. You know, all the shenanigans that come with fall, but it is my personal favorite time of year. I personally love the fall. I am a fall girl, honey. Even though I'm a summer baby, I'm a fall girl. Fall, just cozy vibes, comfort vibes, love vibes. Like, fall me up, baby. Just give me the fall. Anyway, in this video, I am doing my very first compilation video. So last year, and like previous years, I dropped like comfort fall foods. I decided to compile my top 4. I don't even know if it's like my top 4, but they're definitely up there. If you guys like this video, I'll do another one. This may be recipes you guys may have missed, may have not seen. A lot of you are new to my channel, so you don't know about it. Maybe you just missed it. Don't worry, I got you. In this video, I've compiled those 4 recipes so that you guys can get inspired. And also check the description box, because full measurements and amounts to each and every single one of the recipes will be listed down below in the description box. Listen, I don't want us to fall off the bandwagon. We have been doing so good, including myself, okay? I don't want us to fall off the bandwagon just because it's comfort food season. So you can still have your comfort foods and be so satiated and stick to your goals. So that's exactly what this video is about. I'm not going to talk your ear off too much. I just want to say, stay on track. Holidays are coming, okay? A lot of us are going to be with family, friends, turning up. Baby, if you are a bestie night and you're a part of this community, you're subscribed to this channel, that means you are main character energy, okay? That means you bad bitch energy. You bad bitch vibes, it girl vibes, main character. Holidays are coming. You need to show up and show out. Okay, main character only. You gonna walk in there and do you, honey. You've been looking good, staying on track, just freaking crushing goals. All right, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't you do that to yourself. Don't you dare do that to yourself. You work too hard. All right, main character. That's what you are, honey. Everyone else is supporting you. You feel me? It's not, yo, y'all bestie, y'all already know how we give it up. We walk in the room and we shut it down. Keep that energy, baby. Keep it up. Keep that energy up. We're not gonna go down that rabbit hole. We're gonna stick to our goals, and I got you guys covered. Try these 4 recipes out, and meet me back here next week. I got some more goodies for you guys too. Before I end off the video, I do want to give a special shout out to one of the bestie nights here on this channel. She is a supporter that I have come to know and love so much. Miss Sherry, if you're watching this video, I love you so much. Get well soon. You are in my heart and in my prayers. And you guys, she is just such the most beautiful, loving soul. You know, the devil is trying her. She's had a couple of rough years. And so I just want everybody to just drop some words of encouragement and tell Miss Sherry that we're rooting for her down below in the comment section. Please, please, please. Miss Sherry, I love you. Get well soon. Like, I really do care for my community. I care for my bestie night so much. And I just hate that she's not feeling well and not feeling herself. And so I just want to send positive vibes to Miss Sherry. And I want you guys to do the same. Please, please, please. All right, guys. Enough with the talking. Let's just jump into this delicious ass video. Hey guys, it's Brooklyn. Welcome back to my channel, Miss Brooklyn's Journey. In this video, I am showing you the most amazing keto chicken noodle soup you ever had in your life. In fact, it is keto
creamy lemon and herb chicken noodle soup, you guys. I made this recipe the other day, and basically, if chicken Alfredo and chicken noodle soup had a baby, it would be this. Listen, vegetarians, I don't want you to go anywhere because you can make this too, and I'm going to show you how. Stick around. Let's just jump right into the video. I'm excited. I'm starting off with about 2.5 pounds of chicken breast cubes. By all means, please use skinless, boneless chicken thighs if you want. Now, for my vegetarian babies, this is not your ministry. You're going to skip this entire step. Don't do this part. So we're going to squeeze about one lemon, one juice of a lemon over the entire chicken, and then we're going to season it. Now, for my vegetarians, the seasonings that we add to the chicken, you're just going to put it in a bowl and put it to the side. That's all you're going to do is just put the seasonings in a bowl and put it to the side. Oh, and the part where I use chicken bouillon, you guys are going to use vegetable bouillon. Okay? You see where I'm going with this? Got you. So we're going to season up our chicken. Don't worry. The description box is your best friend and it's going to have all the measurement amounts. Major key, you're going to need herbs de Provence because the lavender that this adds to the food is just so amazing. And you guys know my background, okay? Y'all know, okay? My ancestors are Haitian, so we cook with herbs de Provence and Creole seasonings up around this part. And I know you guys see the Old Bay seasoning spice. Y'all see it, right? Major key, you need this. Like I said, if you're vegetarian, you're just going to put all the seasoning in a little dish on the side, and that's it. But for those of you that are adding chicken to this, add it to the chicken, okay? So we're gonna give this a nice toss and get it nice and married, well incorporated, because they in the bed together. Honey, the chicken done married the seasoning. Now they husband and wife, and give the benediction, put it to the side. That's it. It's over. You're gonna let this marinate for approximately 30 minutes or whatever. It's up to you. Now, you're going to take your avocado oil and you're going to use about 2 tablespoons. You want to make sure your oil is hot so the moment you put your chicken into the pan, it starts sizzling and singing to you, honey. You want that soul singing, okay? Hello. That's what you want. Sorry for those of you that are watching this on high volume, but you want your chicken to do that, basically. You're going to go ahead and saute your chicken for about 4 minutes. Do not touch it. Do not disturb it. Do not mix it. After the 4-minute mark, go ahead and mix it, tossing it, putting it to the other side, and then you're going to let it cook for another 2 minutes. And then after the 2-minute mark, you're going to remove your chicken from the pan. Leave the oils, leave the au jus, leave it there. For my vegetarian babies, this is your ministry. Add your oil at this point. You're going to add your butter, okay? Vegetarian babies, this is you, boo-boo. And my chicken babies, y'all took the chicken out, just add the butter to the oil. Now we're going to add our vegetables. This is where my vegetarians jump in, okay? Your oil is hot, you added your butter. Go ahead and add your vegetables. You're going to add your tomato, your onions, and your bell peppers, as well as your garlic. Now, I know my vegetarian babies are like, so where's the seasoning? When do I add it? Right here. For my vegetarian babies, add your seasoning to this mix right here. You're going to cook your veggies down for approximately 4 minutes until it just starts getting tender and really, really fragrant. You want the smell to hit your household like, oh, damn, girl, what are you cooking? That's for the vegetarian babies. My chicken babies, you guys already got it covered. The house smells good already. This is what you want. To that, you're going to add in your organic chicken or vegetable broth. If you can use bone broth, for those of you that are consuming poultry, go ahead and use bone broth, chicken bone broth. Vegetarian, use vegetable broth, please, by all means. Next, you're going to add in your cream cheese. I use 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. I said 2 tablespoons, 2 ounces of cream cheese, but the right measurement amounts are down below in the description box. You're going to give this a nice mix, and at this point, your fire is now on medium heat because we sauteed our chicken on medium-high heat. Now our fire is on medium heat. You're going to add 3 to 4 sprigs of thyme, fresh thyme. Don't use the dry stuff. We want the fresh stuff. And you're going to take 1 sprig of rosemary and take the leaves off the sprig. I want you to see how I'm ripping my sprigs up to awaken the flavors. You want that. Do that. You don't want the sprigs whole. Rip it up. Okay, just rip it up. You can give it a rough chop if you want, but no, I don't put a knife to my herbs. Okay, so you're going to give this a mix and you're going to let this simmer for approximately 15 minutes on medium-low heat. 15 minutes. You want to continuously stir every 3 to 4 minutes because you want to make sure your cream cheese is melting. And if I did not mention, your cream cheese should be room temperature. Everybody, we're all on the same page. Whether you're vegetarian or you're adding chicken, we're all on the same page. This is what it looks like. Then you're going to add your heavy whipping cream to this. Heavy whipping cream. Now, for my vegetarians, add your lemon juice to this before you add in the heavy whipping cream and your zest, the zest of your lemon. Before you add it to the heavy whipping cream, you're going to add your lemon juice and the zest of the lemon to the broth. I meant to say that. I'm going in with 1/4 cup of fresh Parmesan cheese. You want the good stuff right off the block. Don't put that powdered grated stuff in your food. I'm going to come for you if y'all in the kitchen messing up my recipes. I don't like that. I don't like that. I really don't. Use the good stuff, okay? No, I'm just joking. Give it a good mix. Let it come all combine and marry together. For those of us that are eating poultry, go ahead and add your chicken to the dish now. And make sure you get every last bit of the au jus, the seasoning, the sauce, the juice is called an au jus. Make sure you get the every last bit back into the pot. Then we're going to go in with our noodles, which of course we're using keto-friendly noodles. Those are zero noodles. I don't know why I'm having a brain freeze right now. I forgot the proper name to them, but y'all know I'm gonna put it in the description box anyways. And then you're gonna add your veggies. We're gonna add our zucchini to this and our zucchini squash. And boom, we're gonna let it cook for another 10 minutes. Let everything come back up to temperature, up to a boil. We're gonna let it thicken. Mine took about 15 minutes because a little residual water from the noodles was left behind. But this is what you have after 15 more minutes. I promise you, this is the best, whether you are keto or not, low carb or not, this is the best chicken noodle soup you're ever going to have in your life. Fight me. Like, just argue me down. I topped mine off with a little bit of Gouda cheese and some green onions and a couple of dashes of Tabasco. Okay? It was perfect. Next, I'm going to get started on my beef. I'm making like a beef. I'm making beef ribs in a reduction sauce. So I'm going to go ahead and season them up. I have here two type of short ribs. I have flank style and I have just regular beef short ribs. As you can see here, they are about a pound each, a little over a pound each pack. So yeah, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my grapeseed oil and I'm going to add about a tablespoon to my short ribs, to my grapeseed oil so that my marinade can marry well together. I'm adding about 5 cloves of minced garlic. Yes, that's about 5 cloves of minced garlic to my meat. If I failed to mention, I already washed and cleaned my beef. So if that's something that you do in your kitchen, go ahead and do that. If you don't, that's on you. I'm going to go ahead and season it with a little bit of all-purpose seasoning, some fresh cracked black pepper, as well as some sazon. Shout out to Goya Sazon for now making MSG-free sazon. We are lit. I love sazon in my kitchen. I'm Caribbean. You don't know. Latinos and Caribbeans cook everything with sazon, like everything. I'm adding some fresh peppercorn to this, but be very careful how much you add. And the piece de resistance is going to be this better than bouillon beef base. I'm going to use this beef seasoning base, and I'm using about a tablespoon of that. And it gave it such amazing flavor because I don't have any beef broth on hand. This would make my broth when I add liquids to this. I'm adding the juice of one big, large lemon to this. And I'm going to go in and just give it a mix. Just combine everything, get everything well married together, incorporated, all the crevices. Oh my gosh, you want to make sure you get everything nice and combined. To this, I'm going to add some liquid smoke, and I'm adding about a tablespoon of liquid smoke all over the meat, and then I'm going to combine it as once more. After that, I'm going to add my scallions to this because I want the flavors to marinate with the scallions in it. So I'm going to add my scallions to this. Then I'm going to cover it and I'm going to let it marinate for 4 hours and 30 minutes 4 hours in the fridge and 30 minutes on the countertop after I take it out the fridge. So altogether it's going to be 4.5 hours. You definitely want to make sure your meat comes to room temperature before you start cooking it. So I'm going to let mine sit out approximately an hour before I even start cooking it. So altogether that was about a 5-hour time. To my hot cast iron skillet. Okay, I'm going to add about a tablespoon and a half of grapeseed oil, and I have my heat on medium-high heat, and I am going to pan sear this. I want to get a nice crust on my ribs and just bring all the flavors out. This is so delicious. Look how good it looks. Look how good that pan searing looks. Oh my gosh, don't skip this step. It's highly important. So about 3 minutes per side, this is what you get. Beautiful, nice crustacean. It starts to brown nicely and yeah, release a lot of that flavor. And don't worry, we are not leaving anything behind in that pan. Don't worry. So after all the sides are done, I'm going to start with the flank short ribs because it takes less cooking time than that. And so approximately 2 minutes per side, that's all you need for the flank short ribs to start to brown up and sear. If you're doing keto or low carb, I just want to say grapeseed oil is an amazing oil to use in your diet, and it has a high smoking point. I do recommend grapeseed oil over olive oil. It is a lighter oil and a very healthy alternative, unbeknownst to you. So I teach people a lot in my boot camps about healthy fat alternatives, and grapeseed oil is one of them. Now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of butter because we want to deglaze our cast iron pan and just get all, this is called an au jus, I believe. If I'm not saying it right, sorry, Mom. You guys know my mother's a culinary chef and she has all these specific terms that I'm just like, look, all I know is I'm getting the bits scraped up off on the bottom. I'm going to add my liquids to this. Now to my seasoning, my marinade, I added about 2 cups of water. So that's what you see there into my bowl that was marinating the beef. And then I mixed it together and I added it to the hot pan. I'm going to let this come up to temperature before I start adding my beef back in. So now that the broth is up to temperature, because you see we have a broth here, if you had red wine at the point where we added the butter would be the perfect point to add the red wine to deglaze. I do not have red wine on hand. I thought my mom had some. I would have bought it if she did, but she didn't. I'm adding my beef back along with all of the juices that seeped out while it was sitting, while we were deglazing. It's very important you add all of it back to the pan. I'm adding onions and bell peppers, and then I'm going to cover this, and I'm going to put my cast iron pan into my oven that's already preheated at 375 for 30 minutes. I'm not going to bother it. I'm just going to let it cook. At the 30-minute mark, when it's done, this is what it looks like. And let me tell you, I know it doesn't look the best right now because everything fell off the bone. It's so tender. It's so juicy. But look when I pick up this meat right here. You guys, me and my niece were both doing keto. We bodied this meal. When I tell you it was so freaking good, and I had it with some garlic butter cauliflower mash infused with age reserve, white Vermont sharp, and Gouda cheese, honey. And I'm going to show you guys how I make that as well. But look at this. Look at this. Listen to my reaction when I was just tasting this. You guys, no, make this. Y'all have to make this right here. Listen to my reaction. I'm in the coldest one. Nigga, you can take the score. We up on the board. Oh, good. Listen, okay? Y'all heard me. Oh, it's good. I'm going to add some parsley to bring in some brightness. And then I'm going to let it cool down. And I'm going to move on to something else. But I'm definitely going to show you at the end how we have this dish. Like, it's so good. It's so good. I have some cauliflower steaming in a pan. And to it, I'm just going to make my cream sauce. And to that pan, I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of salted butter, and this is high grass-fed salted butter. I'm adding some minced garlic and onions. I normally use white onions, but I was out of white onions, so I'm using purple onions. So it doesn't matter as long as it's minced finely. You don't even see it in the meal, to be honest with you. And so yeah, I'm gonna let the butter get infused with the garlic and the onion, and then to that I'm adding some, of course, chicken bouillon. Say it with me. I'm also adding some onion salt, some garlic powder, some fresh cracked black pepper, and some oregano. I'm gonna let my butter get infused with all these seasonings because that's what gives it the cauliflower the amazing flavor. You guys can even make this with mashed potatoes because I'm telling you, I like my family knows I make amazing mashed potatoes. I make amazing cauliflower mash that you're just like, nah, this is not cauliflower. Like, no, you lying, like you cheese me. So you want everything to get well infused and incorporated. I'm adding a couple tablespoons of the water that I used to steam the cauliflower in it because I needed more. So about a quarter cup, and then I'm adding a half cup of heavy whipping cream to this, and I'm gonna let it come to temperature and get well incorporated and infused. Say it with me, infused. We want it infused with all the herbs, spices, and flavors that we cooked. Okay. And so once that's done, there go my cauliflower drained. I'm gonna take my mashed potato masher and I'm gonna mash my cauliflower into small pieces. Now, the thing with cauliflower mash is it can have a gritty texture. I despise anything gritty. If you know me, you know I don't eat anything lumpy, gritty, anything with a certain texture. Like, I don't eat that. Like, I will not eat it for you. So after I add my cream to it, I begin mashing some more. I add another tablespoon of butter, and then I'm going to blitz it in my processor or blender. I'm going to make it smooth because it has to be smooth. Here is some shredded cheese that I shredded myself. It's age reserve, Gouda, as well as white sharp Vermont cheese from Crackle Barrel. And so I shredded myself off the block and I added it to my meal. I added 1/4 cup of each to it. After I blended everything, you see that? See how I was putting stuff back in the pot? It's because I blended. It's a lot smoother. And I think I did one more round to get it even smoother than that. I'm telling you, I hate grittiness. So you can do it at whatever texture you like, but I'm just leaving it in the pan to get thicker and to give me the perfect, see, look at that, perfect mashed potato texture. Boom. Like, y'all, let me tell you, it took me a while to figure this out, but I got it and I did it. So all I'm going to do is portion it out for the next 2 days. I have 2 servings of that. And yeah, and then my niece and I had a serving this night that I cooked. All I gotta do is really just pop some veggies in the air fryer and I'm done. Like, done. Hey guys, Miss Brooklyn here. Welcome back to my channel, Miss Brooklyn's Journey. In this video, I'm showing you how I made this creamy pesto chicken and sausage Alfredo bake. It is so good. I promise you, you guys won't even miss regular noodles. We made this with tofu shirataki noodles. I'm not going to talk too much in this intro. Let's just jump right into the video. All right, we're going to start off by preparing our marinade. I'm using some extra virgin olive oil, about a tablespoon in a bowl, and I'm going to leave all the measurement amounts down below in the description box, and you can follow along with the video. I'm going in with Kerrygold butter because, yes, I'm doing keto. In keto, you need lots of sodium. Got to get your sodium in. I'm going in with some basil pesto. Make sure it's a good quality. This is what I had on hand. That's all at the time I could get my hands on, but I'm pretty sure there's amazing quality pesto out there. Get some. I'm going in with some onion salt. Now, Trader Joe's onion salt does not have a lot of salt at all. So you can just use onion powder or onion salt, your choice. I'm going in with a little chicken bouillon, a little garlic. I like to use fresh garlic in this recipe, but I hadn't gone food shopping yet and I didn't have any on hand. I'm going in with black pepper. I don't know if I mentioned I used herbes de Provence. Yep, I did. I use herb de Provence. I'm going in with 1 lemon, and I'm also going to use the zest of a lemon. This step is very important. Do not skip it. It adds lots of brightness to the dish, okay? Do not skip this step. After that, you're just going to go ahead and give it a good mix. Once again, I'm going to leave the measurement amounts in the description box, and you can just follow along with this video and recreate the dish if you must. I'm using I'm using a little less than a pound of chicken breast cut up. This is about 2 thinly sliced chicken breasts that I'm using here. I'm gonna let this marinate for a minimum of an hour. You can marinate for 3 to 4 hours. It's up to you. In a very, very hot non-stick skillet, you're gonna dump your chicken in like so, and your mixture. Make sure you get all that goodness in there, okay? Get all of it in there. You're gonna let this marinate. You're gonna let this saute and start to brown for about 3 to 4 minutes, depending on the thickness of your chicken. Mine wasn't that thick, so this was perfect. Next, I'm gonna start adding in my Italian sausage, and I'm using some hot chicken Italian sausage. I just took it out the casing and just cut it with some sazon kitchers, and yeah, that's what I'm using. You can use any type of sausage that you like, but this is spicy Italian chicken sausage that I'm using here. And yeah, I'm gonna let this start to saute and brown until I start to see the sausage begin to brown and cook through, and it's not pink or red anymore. Next, I'm going in with my veggies. I'm using some green and red bell peppers in this dish, as well as some onions. And I'm gonna let that saute for approximately 3 minutes until it starts to get fragrance and it starts to marry well together with the marinade base and the seasoning and oils and everything like that. After about 3 minutes, I'm gonna go in with my zucchini, and I'm adding the zucchini at the very last minute because you do not want your zucchini to get super soft in your pan, because it's gonna bake, and you do not want mushy vegetables in your dish. So make sure you do not cook this down. 60 seconds of tossing, and that is it. Next, I'm going in with my heavy cream, followed by another tablespoon of the pesto. Now you can do one of two things. You can use jar Alfredo, or you can use your own homemade Alfredo, or you can continue to make the dish as making an Alfredo sauce by adding some cream cheese, more heavy cream, and things like that. I suggest doing your own Alfredo prior. I just finalized my keto Alfredo, and I will be doing a video tutorial on that, but you need 1 cup of Alfredo sauce for this, okay? So jar Alfredo's fine here, or you can do your own. I will show you guys my Alfredo recipe once it's done. I let this start to cook down for approximately 2 minutes. After the 2-minute mark, I'm going to add some heat to this. I like Tabasco, and you can add red pepper flakes and all of that. I'm going to add my cheese as well. I'm adding a 1/4 cup of mozzarella and a 1/4 cup of Gouda. Okay, Gouda is bomb. Y'all need to get up on this Gouda. Smoked Gouda, the best, the best, the best. Giving that a mix and a toss. You don't need too much cheese like Parmesan or Romano or things like that, because like I said, I made my homemade Alfredo sauce and it has all of that in there. Oh, there go the part where I'm adding the Tabasco. Yeah, I'm adding Tabasco here. Giving it a good mix. At this point, it's done. You start to see the sauce come together. It thickens nicely. You just want to taste and adjust for any seasoning. In my opinion, mine needed a little bit more garlic. So I'm going in with a little bit of garlic and a little bit of parsley for a little bit of green speckles here and there. You know how we do. We throw parsley on everything like baby hairs. Okay? All right. Here is the piece de resistance. It's the tofu shirataki fettuccine noodles. I'm going to wash and drain this. Now, the tofu brand one is the best. It tastes really good. Like, to me, I really still feel like I'm eating noodles, okay? So try that one. I'm going to drain it and rinse it in cold water really, really well. And then I'm going to make sure it just drains. And then I'm going to put it to a hot pan with nothing in it. And I'm going to let all the moisture evaporate out. I got this trick from Chef Risha. She taught this little trick and how to get the, I would say, the funky fishy smell out and the texture to be correct. So if you skip this step, you're not going to like your noodles. You see how it has some water in it? You want the water to evaporate. It must thoroughly evaporate and dissipate out the pan, and you know it's ready when it starts to stick to the pan a little bit. That's how you know it's ready, and the color changes slightly, okay? Now, into a oven-safe baking dish, I'm going to add all my noodles. Like, can you see the color? It shifted a little bit. And then I'm going to add my sauce. Now, I made too much sauce, and I only used 2 packs of noodles. I only used 2 packs of shirataki noodles, and I had a lot more sauce than I had noodles, and I don't want it to be super wet because it will not bake properly. All you want is enough cream sauce that it bakes properly, and not too much that you have extra. I'm going to top the top off with another 1/4 cup of smoked Gouda, and as well as a little bit of mozzarella. I'm not even using a 1/4 cup of mozzarella. I didn't want that much cheese. Like, do not put a lot of cheese. Like, listen to me now. Do not play yourself and put a lot of cheese, because you are going to mess the dish up. Follow the directions. You're going to bake this in the oven for 375 Fahrenheit for approximately 25 to 30 minutes, depending on your oven, and it should look like this when you take it out. Yo, bomb, okay? When I tell you it's so good, it's so good. So good. I really hope you guys like this recipe. Tag me on Instagram at Brooklyn Gets Fit. If you recreate this, I want to see y'all in the kitchen cooking up with the kid, Brooklynites. Let me see y'all redo y'all thing. Y'all do y'all thing in the kitchen, all right? Make sure you tag me. Follow me on my social media networks. Name and links are somewhere down below. My last meal, I decided to make chili. I don't know why. I thought I had everything I needed to make chili, but I didn't. I did not have my Worcestershire sauce. I didn't have my beef stock, but I wound up using beef cubes, like beef bouillon, which you see there in the seasoning. And I didn't have like my fresh herbs that I like to put in my chili, like my bay leaf, my fresh thyme, and stuff like that. So I used all dry herbs. It worked out. It was cool, but it's not like the chili that I normally make. Okay, I'm really good at making chili. It's not what I normally make. This little contraption here is a wireless chopper. I got it off of Amazon. If you guys are interested and want that precise one, I think I paid like $11 for that, or $12. If you want it, let me know in the comment section and I'll be glad to link it down below for you guys. If not, I'm pretty sure you guys could find it, but yeah, let me know if you want it. I'm just prepping my veggies. I decided to just try to bulk up my chili with aromatics, and so yeah, that's what I'm doing here. It's pretty self-explanatory. Everything, I just literally saute, just sweat the veggies out, dump everything into the pot, and then I season it, adjust for taste. Again, I didn't have any red wine or anything like that, and I normally put some red wine in my chili because it makes it so bomb. But it came out good. I'm not gonna lie, it was really, really good. It tastes like chili, you know, but it's not like my chili. I just dump everything in a pot and then I let it low cook on low for 3 hours, and then it was perfect. But it's self-explanatory. That's what I did.
For this video, I hope you guys enjoyed the content that you see here today. Don't forget, the description box have all the measurements and amounts. Follow along with the video. Make the food. Make the food. If you make it, talk to me nice on social media. Let me see, girl. Let me know your opinions, your thoughts, what changes you made that I might want to make. Honey, let me know. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.